Get away from lazy people. Get away from lazy people. Lazy people and low energy will make you lazy and have low energy. Strive for progression and not perfection. All right. YouTube, what's going on? So today I really just wanted to take some time to give you all some tips that I use to stay motivated when feeling unmotivated. Hopefully you all could take some of these concepts and apply it to your own life when you are feeling unmotivated. As a content creator and personal trainer, one of the most common questions that I get asked is, how do you manage to stay motivated even off camera, just to keep up with a healthy lifestyle? And I'll be lying to you if I told you I always stay motivated, but that's not the case. Just like everyone else, I have my days. I have my days where I don't feel like working out. I have my days where I don't feel like eating right. I'll go consecutive days where I don't feel like working out and eating right. But that's just the nature of it. You just can't let you being unmotivated control your day. So I'm gonna give you my top 5 tips that I use to help me when I'm feeling unmotivated. Tip number one. Write down your plan for the day. All right, I'm gonna say it one more time. Make sure you write down your plan for the day, okay? I haven't always thought like this, but I'm a big believer that if you write it down, then it's easier to get it done, all right? And the only reason why I say this is because you physically have something to look at each day that you could check off. For example, if I have 10 important things to complete a day, I'll write down all 10 things, all right? Let's suppose I get 6 done. That's 6 checks, all right? So at the end of the day, I had a 60% day. So that's how I started looking and judging my days, and it kind of helped me remain consistent even when I'm unmotivated. I'm unmotivated to mark those check boxes. Tip number 2, make sure you complete the hardest task early in the morning. All right, so whatever you don't feel like doing, whatever's gonna take the most time, get that done early during the day. If you wait longer throughout the day, most likely you aren't to get it done. So I try to move my easier tasks towards the end of the day and my harder tasks in the beginning of the day. Also, in the morning when you wake up, you're generally more focused than you are later during the day. Or at least that's how it is for me. Let me tell you, it's very encouraging when you're midday and you realize that you already completed all your hard tasks. Tip number 3, and this is a big one. Strive for progression and not perfection, all right? I gotta say that one more time. Strive for progression and not perfection. Of course, we want to have a perfect day. Of course, we want our 10 out of 10 days where we complete everything on our schedule. But give yourself a realistic goal. If you know that you're only completing about 30% of your daily task, make it about 50. Try to progress up there, all right? It's okay if you don't complete all 10 right away. Learning how to progress will actually help you stay more consistent rather than going from 0 to 100. Because it's hard to go from 0 to 100 and stay at 100. And I think this is where most people fall short because they never take baby steps. They just jump from 0 all the way to 100. You have to crawl before you run. Now, by no means am I saying not to dream big or that you're not capable of completing all your tasks. By no means I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is don't get discouraged if you don't have a perfect day. Don't get discouraged if you don't complete all your important tasks. But I want you to aim to do better than you did yesterday. And when you keep stacking days up like that, that's when you'll get to that perfection level. Tip number 4, get somebody to hold you accountable, all right? Find that friend, find that spouse, find that coworker, get somebody to hold you accountable. That's gonna help you a lot. Our emotions change, our moods change, but when we have somebody else to hold us accountable as well, that's just a second ear, all right? We need that. We need somebody to tell us we're doing wrong. We need somebody to tell us not to eat that snack. We need somebody to tell us we've been slacking, all right? We need that. All of that is good because it allows us to stay locked in on the dream goal. Now, when looking for this accountability partner or friend, I recommend that you find somebody that has similar goals to you just because it makes it 30 times easier. You'll realize that you holding them accountable will also make you hold yourself accountable as well. And the accountability doesn't have to be hard. You don't have to report every single thing to them, but just check in here and there. At the end of the week, maybe say, hey, how many times did you hit the gym today? What did you do at the gym? How has the nutrition been? Scale it on 1 through 10. Let's suppose your favorite snack is honey buns and you keep on eating honey buns. Have you had any honey buns this week? These are all questions to ask your accountability partner. These are all questions that you all should be asking each other because at the end of the day, it's gonna really help you all put things into perspective that you shouldn't be doing it. And if they're a really good accountability partner, then they'll tell you, okay, you need to slow it down. Last week you had 7 honey buns. Now this week, you should be lower than 7. Tip number 5, get away from lazy people. Get away from lazy people. Lazy people and low energy will make you lazy and have low energy. All right? If you don't believe me, please trust me on this one. Lazy people and low energy will keep you lazy with low energy. Most likely, if you're dealing with a lot of motivation, you're probably surrounded by other people who are not motivated as well. Learn to surround yourself by motivated people or people who are actively working towards their goals. That's gonna help you in the long scheme of things because energy attracts energy. And no disrespect to your friends who don't have no energy, just know there's a time and place that you should be with them. I'm not saying you never speak to them again, but you need to learn how to create that distance. There's a time for everything. I personally find myself the most productive when I'm hanging around other productive people. People who stay committed, people who dream big, people who have goals, people who are ambitious in what they're doing, not just saying, I need to do this today. People who are actively working towards those goals. And you can see it. We really know, as people, we really know those people who are just talking and those people who are actually working towards their goals. But yeah, these are really 5 tips that help me when I'm unmotivated. I always try to keep these tips in mind whenever I feel unmotivated because at the end of the day, like I said earlier, it's not easy to stay motivated. And sometimes we just need to sit down and we need to write everything on paper and come up with a plan and strategy. So the next time you're feeling unmotivated, be sure to look at this video again or even send to a friend who's also motivated. I also want you to know that you're only a couple decisions away from getting that dream physique that you want and living that lifestyle you want. You're only a couple decisions away. So really just take the time to really lock in on your dreams and goals.